Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding what are your toxic traits and what can you do to overcome them and turn them into something positive. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. With that being said, this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'm going to give you time to pick your groups in peace. And yeah, if this reading resonated for you, or if it was entertaining, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Especially comment, because I want to see if it resonated for you guys, and I love hearing you guys' feedback. Another thing is, this might be very triggering to people that don't like hearing about themselves. So if you have a problem with that, do not watch this video. But yeah, I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what are your toxic traits. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile. And if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and it always helps me. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. These two columns, which is 1 and 2, will represent what are your toxic traits. These other 2 columns will represent how can you overcome this and turn this into something beneficial and something that can help you. So we have drama, detachment, affair, 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. But the first time I pulled these 2 cards out, the first thing that I heard is you guys put everyone first. You try to make everyone happy. You try to be there for everybody. You try to nurture people. You try to fulfill people emotionally at the expense of your own emotional welfare. I feel like you guys are all in the mix, whether you believe this or not, or whether you notice this or not. I feel like you guys are all in a mix and might have a problem with detaching yourself from other people, which is crazy because we have a detachment coming out with affair. So I feel like you guys are really good people, but you might be around snakes. So it's like you won't participate in the repulsive, fake slimy behavior, but you're still around people that behave that way. That you might not even know that these people are like that, because the only thing you see is the good in people. You don't see the shadow aspects of them because maybe you choose not to, or you make excuses for them because that's the loved one. So I feel like one of your toxic traits is probably detaching yourself from the negative aspects of people. So you know what, something that I heard is that like I said, you don't participate in the behavior that's pretty immorally dirty, but somehow, some way, you still get involved with it, or it still messes with your energy. Even if you have nothing to do with it, the fact that they're talking about it constantly, they're talking about this one person, they're speaking negatively on this other person, or whatever the case may be, it affects you. It does affect you, whether you see this or not. So a toxic trait of yours is that you refuse, or you have trouble detaching yourself from people. Another thing is, like, you might feel that you have to prove that you're worthy to people rather than them seeing this for themselves. You have to do extra things to prove yourself worthy, to prove yourself worthy of being kept around. Maybe you've had an issue with being friends with people. Maybe you had an issue with people rejecting you. Maybe you had an issue with people choosing other people over you, which causes you to feel the need to prove to be this perfect person so people can keep you around, when in reality you can be perfect all you want, but if they choose not to see it, they choose not to see it. But that has nothing to do with you being you. Let's get another card, Spirit. What are your one's toxic traits? I heard unhealthy addiction. Unhealthy addiction to attention. Spirit. Spirit. What are group 1's toxic traits? Spirit, what are group 1's toxic traits? We have the 9 of Swords. I feel like you guys could be going through a really hard time, but you will never express this to people. What is the Queen of Pentacles? Exactly. You always have to be the nurturer. You always have to be the one there for people. But when it's your turn to have that extra emotional support, no one's there for you, or you won't even reach out. I'm hearing not wanting to reach out because you fear not being helped. You fear a fear of failure. What else do we have? We have the Devil and the Star. It's like some of you guys might... Okay, I'm hearing a lot of things. Some of you guys are afraid of recognition, if anything. it's like you're in the mix, but you refuse to put the spotlight on yourself, or you have an unhealthy, oh my God, you have a unhealthy addiction to attention, or you allow these things consume you. But with this Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, you have a really nurturing type energy to you, but it's overwhelming. And it's like, look, see, the Emperor showing, and then the Six of Pentacles. Yes, you give. You're literally a nurturer, regardless of gender. You embody a lot of feminine energy. You're there for everybody, you know, all of that. But there's a sense of not allowing yourself to receive that same affection, that same type of treatment. And I feel like this is taxing you emotionally. I feel like you guys have a serious problem with trying to make yourself seem worthy for people so they can stay with you. We have this Ten of Wands here as well. I feel like you guys have a lot of burdens on you, but you will never express this. You will never do it. You won't ever ask for help. Won't ever ask for help. Let's get one more card. Spirit. What are Group 1's toxic traits? I hope you guys can hear me. Like, I pray you guys can hear me. But Spirit, what are Group 1's toxic traits? Okay. We have romance. You know, it's funny because we have affair and romance. Maybe, yeah, that's what I was getting with this Three of Cups. You always have to have your hand in the mix. You have to have your hand on everything. With this romance, maybe you have an addiction to people wanting to feel loved by people. Everyone wants to feel loved. Yes, that's normal and that's common, and that's not something anybody should be judged for. But I feel like it's almost as if, exactly with this Devil and the Star, if you don't get this attention, if you don't get this love, you won't feel worthy, or you'll feel empty inside, when in reality you're supposed to be supplying your own self with this love. Let's get another one. There's really deceptive energy here. I feel like you guys could be really great deceivers, simply because of the fact that you could be going through anything and everything and still hide this from people. Still look like you're the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has her stuff together. She doesn't need help. She doesn't need help. She has everything together. She has her mind together, her finances together, her beauty together, all of that. Let's get another one. Spirit. What are Group 1's toxic traits? Love. People has a lot to do with people. I can't make this up. Companionship. As soon as I said a lot to do with people, yeah, this has a lot to do with people. You feel like you can't be away from people. You can't sit in your own energy with this Nine of Swords. It's like as soon as you're away from the crowd, this is when, you know, the thoughts you've been pushing away starts to attack you. Exactly. You guys are consumed by attention. You guys are consumed by other people's lives. I feel like there's a lot of things that you need to solve, but you will use people and outings and parties and maybe even substances to block you from this. This could be romantic partners to take your mind away from what you're supposed to be thinking of. It's okay to have a good time, but maybe you base all of your happiness on outings, connections with people, you know, going out with other people. When in reality, you need to enjoy your time sometimes. You need to enjoy your alone time sometimes. You can't be with people 24/7. You can't do it. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. How to overcome this? We have lust, resourcefulness, defense, Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. Get lost in lack. Now I'm going to explain this. What I mean by that, take some time for yourself. The Five of Pentacles is about poverty. It's about like feeling like you've been left out in the cold. All of that. With this Moon card being here, I feel like Spirit is asking you to explore yourself. Romanticize yourself. Romanticize your life. Not romanticizing other people. No, romanticize yourself. Romanticize the person you see in the mirror. Love yourself, because I feel like you lack a lot of love for yourself. You lack a lot of attention for yourself. Because let's be honest, someone that's looking at someone with the eyes of lust, that person has all their attention on whoever they're lusting after. You need to be like that with yourself. For example, if you have, not for example, but if you have defensive tendencies, like you get defensive when someone calls you out, use that to your advantage. And what I mean by that is do that with yourself. When you have these thoughts in your mind, like these conflicting thoughts, saying, oh my God, you're not worthy, you're not this, that same energy you have when people are calling you out, have that energy with the voice in your head telling you you're not enough. Because that's not the case. It's like, I feel like you guys party, you guys talk to other people, you guys help other people. Like when you're feeling like you need help, you'll project that by helping other people rather than asking for it. So I'm feeling like, okay, I don't really know how to describe this, but you'll fill in the void of needing help by helping other people, if that makes sense. So it's like a child, right? A child didn't get to enjoy their childhood. So when they're an adult and they have kids, they're going to supply their kids with everything that they didn't have. And it's like they're experiencing it. It's like their inner child is experiencing what they didn't have when they were actually a child, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I really do. But with this Five of Pentacles and the Moon, I feel like Spirit is asking you to get lost in the unknown. Get lost in yourself. Instead of putting your nose in other people's business, put it in your own business. Let's get more cards. Spirit, no, let me get the other deck first. And then we have fulfillment. You'll get a lot of fulfillment for this. I feel like this says egotism. Egotism. I'm going to read it like that. You guys may or may not have a really big ego, or you refuse to accept the fact that you need help and you need to find yourself. You guys refuse. It's like I feel like you guys have a tendency of distracting yourself from your problems, self-sabotaging tendencies as well. You will not accept the fact that you need help. You will not accept the fact that you need support. You will not accept the fact that sometimes you need to be alone. Instead, you will go help other people. Instead, you will go party. Instead, you will do this. Instead, you will do that. Except for do what you actually need is love yourself. Be there for yourself. Show up for yourself. Spirit, how can Group 1 overcome these toxic traits and turn them into something beneficial or positive? We have the Page of Cups. Let's get one more. Spirit, how can Group 1 turn their toxic... Three of Swords. I feel like a lot of you guys might be heartbroken. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. What is this under Eight of Swords? I feel like this is acknowledging the hurt you had to experience when you were very vulnerable. Hurt in general. But I feel like what may be weighing on you the most is when your intentions were the most purest. So for example, this could have been in your first relationship. This could have been in your childhood when you trusted your parents. The first person you had to trust, maybe your parents. Or like I said, it could have been your first relationship. Whatever the case may be. A time where you were very, very vulnerable. A time where you really least expected it. With this Page of Cups, the Page of Cups can represent naivety. So when you were very naive and very easy to influence, and people took advantage of that and caused you to be very heartbroken. The Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups is showing. So this could have been a friendship, a partnership. This could even be to yourself. Someone has broken your heart, and I feel like how to turn this into something positive is understanding that it's not your fault, because that's something that I just heard. It's like I'm seeing a child crying because they think that it's their fault for the reason why their parents got divorced. If that sentence made sense, I don't think it did, but I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. So I'm feeling like the first thing that you need to acknowledge is the fact that this is not your fault. You were in a very vulnerable spot. You had no idea this person was going to hurt you. You had no idea these events were going to happen. So maybe something weighing on you is a situation where you think it's your fault when in reality it's not. Or maybe you think you could have thought, why am I not talking right? You probably are thinking that you could have done something more, but in reality, you could not have done anything more. This person was going to do that if they wanted to. This event was going to happen if it was meant to happen, which clearly it was, because it happened, right? I feel like another thing is that this pain will help you get wiser. You can't keep running from it. That's because I feel like that's what you guys are doing. You're running from it, either by partying, supplying people what you feel like you lack of, you know, just doing other things that are not relating to you addressing these problems. Spirit, how can group 1 turn these toxic traits into something positive or overcome these toxic traits? How can group 1 do that? Love yourself and accept what happened. I'm hearing, for trigger warning guys, but I'm hearing like a car crash, and maybe someone died in that car crash, and you're like, it's my fault. It's my fault. Did I just see the loss card? I feel like I just seen that when I was shuffling. Maybe if it's not that, then it could be maybe someone breaking your heart, choosing someone over you, a best friend or a friend betrayal, and you're just like, if I wasn't the way I was, if I could have done more, maybe I did less of that, they would have never done that. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not. We have discrimination. Spirit, how can group 1 overcome these toxic traits or turn them into something positive? Health. Take your health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health very seriously, because there's an irresponsible energy I'm getting here, if I'm being very honest with you. We have flattery, revenge, status. My eyes are wanting to water. Empathy. My eyes are wanting to water for some reason. Maybe some of you guys got discriminated against. Maybe you, for some trigger warning guys, maybe some of you guys went through a racial someone would just discriminate. Someone just discriminated against you based off of your race, your preference. Maybe you have a health issue and people discriminated against you because of it. Either way, I feel like you've internalized this. You've started believing what these people were telling you. And if they weren't telling you anything, you were just taking these people's actions and internalized it. You've started becoming what was hurting you. You started hurting yourself by believing these things and treating yourself as if you're a monster, or treating yourself as if you're not worthy of needing love or whatever. I'm gonna get my energy oracle for some advice, but oh man, let me get one more card. Just, what is it? Submission? No, it's flattery again. I feel like you guys use your sensuality as escape. And if it's not that, like I said, it's just flattering other people, people pleasing, helping other people. Because there's two sides of the coin to this. For some, it's going to resonate as partying, flattering, you know, messing with a lot of people. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that or whatever. But it could be drinking, you know, that aspect. But another aspect of this is you guys helping other people, supplying people what you feel like you lack, trying to save with other people rather than saving yourself. Either way, they're both distractions and they're both not healthy. But I'm gonna get some advice cards for you guys. Spirit, what is some advice for group 1? I feel like you have so much on your plate, so much on your plate, especially mentally. This is only going to resonate from one person. Something could be wrong with their heart. You could either be heartbroken or there's actually something wrong. So I recommend getting a health checkup. Obviously, this is not going to resonate for everybody, so don't let it scare you. You'll know if it's for you. You have man holding a coin, and then you get like 2 more. Spirit, what is some advice for group 1? Spirit, what is some advice for group 1? What is this? Walking away. Spirit, what is some advice for group 1? Spirit, what is some advice for group 1? Spirit, what is some advice for group 1? We have Angel of Love. Bottom deck energy is action. Then we have yin and yang under this. Breaking the deck. Angel of Balance. That's crazy. Yin and yang in balance. That's crazy. Because they're the same thing. And then we have attachment. Okay, I feel like some of you guys, okay, I'm getting a specific situation, and then I'm gonna get into the generalized message. Some of you guys need, oh my, okay. I'm getting so many scenarios, bear with me. I feel like you guys might have two options when it comes down to romantic offers. One, someone being rich, someone being very masculine, someone being able to take care of you financially and materialistically. And then the other person is someone that you may be genuinely in love with, or they can supply you with genuine love rather than this person that can only supply you with financial funds. And I feel like Spirit is asking you, is either you choose them or completely walk away from the situation. Because I feel like both of these people have flaws, or maybe this person has flaws, which is why you don't want to choose them. This person doesn't necessarily have flaws, but you just don't like them. So I'm getting like you have three options. Is either you choose them, or just walk away. But I feel that this is Spirit also telling you that there is something else out there. You don't have to be subjected to sticking with one person just because they have X, Y, and Z. No, you go with what your heart actually desires. But what is some advice for you guys? This could be completely irrelevant to what these cards say. This could just be something going on in your life right now. And I feel like make a decision based off of love. Make a decision based off of what your heart desires, not based off of lack. For example, I'm going to choose them because I lack financial stability and they can provide me with that. So I'm going to choose them because you don't want to be in that. You really don't. Because let me tell you something. You're not going to be happy because not only do you not actually like this person, so you're going to be stuck with someone you don't like, but if you want to walk away from them, you're stuck to going back to a life of lack. Unless, you work on yourself while they support you, but you don't really want to do that. You want to lead to what your heart really desires. And if your heart desires this, your heart is not going to put you in a situation where you can't help yourself in a way. So it's like, even if whoever this is can't really necessarily support you financially, they will support you as a whole. They might not be able to supply you with financial funds, but they will love you for you, and they will help you get the funds yourself instead of having to give you money. They will help you build something for yourself where you can gain money from this, if that makes sense. I'm gonna get one more card. I hope this is not too long. Spirit, anything else? Spirit, anything else? Oh, wow. Then we have Door to Spirit. I feel like a lot of you guys... Oh, this is 20 minutes. Dang. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna make this quick. Some of you guys need to explore your heart's truest desires and your desires and what your soul wants and what you want. I feel like a lot of you guys have never really been without a love interest, without liking someone, without someone in your life, without abuse from people, without all this drama, without any of this. And Spirit is asking you to walk away from this and choose love. Embark on your spiritual journey. But yeah, group 1, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what are your toxic traits. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I would pick a different pile. And if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. So that being said, let's get into your reading. This first column will represent what are your toxic traits. The second 2 columns will represent how can you overcome these traits and turn it into something positive. So we have flirtation, detachment, 3 of Wands, and 8 of Torches. You guys are someone that will expand and achieve your goals regardless of what anyone says. It doesn't matter how you achieve them, you're gonna get it done. If you say you want those pair of sneakers today, you're gonna get those pair of sneakers today. And I feel like this might put you in a bad spot or other people in a bad spot, because you might accidentally, put yourself in danger because you're trying to rush to reach this goal or this specific goal or outcome, not really realizing that you're hurting people in the process, or you're hurting yourself in the process. With this flirtation here, there could be a sense of maybe flattering people, manipulating a situation into something you want it to be, and not taking other people into consideration. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but let's just remember and keep this in perspective. We're talking about your toxic traits, not positive traits right now. So I feel like you guys could have a bit of a problem with taking other people's feelings into consideration when it comes down to something that you feel like you need. I wouldn't necessarily say want, but maybe you might need. You need to expand on something, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get this way, to get it. And with with this detachment, it's your I feel like this is detached from the possible consequences of going about a situation a certain way. I just heard kitchen. Let's for some of you guys could be a cook. I don't know why I heard that. Or work in a bar or shop where people serve food. I just heard. Spirit, what are group one's toxic traits? Spirit, what are group one's toxic traits? What is this? We have the 7 of Cups. I feel like this really resonates with that flattery card here. And this, like, that manipulating energy I was talking about, being able to manipulate a situation into what you want it to be. What is this? The 6 of Wands. I feel like something that you guys do. Ooh, okay. I feel like you guys are very, very practical people. And if you don't physically see results from something, you're going to assume it's not there. You're going to assume that it's just made up. It's in someone else's mind. It's only in your mind. It's not real, whatever the case may be. And it's like, yeah, there's a really, and with this detachment here, if you guys don't receive recognition for it, if you feel like people aren't treating you like a superior, you haven't done enough to earn that respect. I'm hearing authority issues. You guys might have authority issues, or you feel like you have to burn yourself out. You have to keep working to get to a point where everyone respects you, everyone favors you, everyone gives you recognition, everyone bows down to you. And this is not because, I don't think this is an ego problem thing. I think this is just maybe people trained you to believe that success comes with people kissing your feet. I mean, technically it does, but that's not a necessity. You know, and I feel like you guys have taken that type of mindset, and it's like, if I don't see people kissing my feet, I have not made it where I was supposed to be in life. Another situation I'm getting is, like I said, if you guys don't physically see tangible results, you're gonna think that nothing is going your way or nothing is working out the way it is supposed to be. It's just a fantasy. You guys might also have a problem with listening to your intuition, because I feel like you guys are very practical people, and you guys might have a problem with not listening to your intuition. I'm gonna get one more. I was supposed to get, okay, what is this? The Fool. You guys, I feel like, because the Fool is someone that's a bit naive and is willing to take the risk. And I feel like with the 7 of Cups, let me get a few more cards from this other deck. Spirit, what are group ones? Not group ones. Spirit, what are group 2's toxic traits? I hope I'm going to call me group 1. Spirit, what are group 2's toxic traits? We have accusation. Spirit, what are group 2's toxic traits? Patience just came out. I'm not gonna take that out. Me, Spirit, what are eccentricity? Let's get Spirit. Spirit, what are group 1's? Not group 1. Maybe you guys need to watch group 1. Spirit, what are group 2's toxic traits? I feel like you guys are workaholics. I feel like you guys are overachievers as well. You guys are gonna get your way, and if you don't get your way, there's gonna be a problem. Which is probably why this High Priestess is in reverse. Spirit, what are group 2's toxic traits? Okay, 2 came out. We have restlessness and resistance. You guys can be very, very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. Let me pull up the accusation card here. Let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about when I say this. You guys could just skip this part, guys. Hold on. Give me a moment. I have to look for it. All of a sudden, I can't find it. What is going on? What? Okay, we got accusation right here. But right, yeah. In a reading, this card shows a strong desire to achieve financial independence and often indicates the ability to amass a comfortable amount of money. The danger when this card appears is a natural love for life's pleasures with oh my god. The danger with this card appears that a natural love for life's pleasures will express itself in greed, over lavish behavior, and ostentation. I don't know. The card also indicates a need to hold onto possessions. It may indicate a challenge to ownership. Exactly. You see? I'm not saying you guys are egotistical because I don't really think you guys are. I just feel like this is because of the way you grew up or just the things that you've seen in life. You have to have this by this age. You have to have a big family. You have to have a big house. You have to have a billion-dollar company. You have to have this. You have to have that. You have to have that in order to be respected, in order to be deemed as a upstanding citizen. And I feel like you guys burn yourself out with this restlessness and resistance. I feel like you guys, I feel like some of you guys have wanted to explore spirituality, have wanted to dive more deeper into spirituality, but you can't find the time or make the time to do that because you're so, like, you know, materialism is so deep rooted into your mind and family tree and what is that word? Bloodline? No. Generation? No. I just feel like maybe just generational. People have constantly, you know, okay. So some of you guys, okay. I'm getting multiple situations. Maybe there's a family business that's so successful and people are expecting you to take over at a certain age. And you're like, I don't want to do this. You haven't expressed that, but you don't want to do it. Another thing is that your family puts so much emphasis on you being this marvelous person, and you're just like, I don't want to do that. I want to live a minimalistic life. And it's like, you know, or maybe you do want to do this and you're burning yourself out, and it's fine to be an overachiever. It's fine to be or wanting to have immense success. It's fine to do that, and it's fine to work, but not up to the point where you're emotionally and mentally and physically impacting yourself and taxing yourself. That's when it's not okay. But how to get rid of this or manage it or turn it into something positive? We have the High Priestess in reverse, Fortune, Generosity, and the Nine of Pentacles. The wealth and the lessons you get out of this, share it with other people. So for example, you have worked and you have achieved the the financial stability that you've wanted. Share this with other people. Don't, because there is a sense of greed. There's a sense of greed. I'm not saying you guys are greedy people, but I feel like you guys could get lost in this a bit. Spirit is like, okay, fine, but share this with other people. If it's not financial status or whatever, financial prospects or aspects, whatever you learned out of this, mentor other people, because I feel like you guys are very, very smart. Very smart. Share this with other people. The fortune that you got, the lessons that you learned from not listening to your intuition, the lessons that you learned for doing things you weren't supposed to do, share that with other people, because guess what? That has made you extremely wealthy. Even if we're not financially, I'm talking about wisdom wise. It made you extremely wealthy. These lessons that you've learned has made your mental capacity so much more bigger than the average person. Afford people with that opportunity. For example, if you don't make it to this billion-dollar lifestyle, you still have more than billion-dollar lessons to share. That is what's making you wealthy, not this money. Because at the end of the day, you can't take this money to the spirit realm. You can't do it. You cannot do it. Those lessons, though, guess what? You can take them. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you guys will be receiving. Let me just put this out here now. If you have been working hard and you haven't gotten anything, I'm telling you, you're gonna get this soon. You're gonna get this soon. And I feel like with generosity being over this, definitely share this with other people. Don't become one of those people that grinded for their work just to end up being greedy. You were the same one asking for help. Humble yourself. That's only going to resonate for like 2 people, because I feel like some of you guys needed that stern tone. I'm not saying this is for everybody. So spirit is like, if you're gonna be this way, make sure to help other people with it. So spirit, how can group 2 overcome? Oh, I just heard be open to help. Don't think that you have to control everything all the time. Be open to help. You can receive help. You can receive help. Okay, spirit. How can group 2 overcome their toxic traits or turn it into something positive? Spirit, how can group 2 overcome their toxic traits and turn it into something positive? We have judgment. Yeah. I feel like you guys are very, very wise. I feel like you guys probably made a lot of mistakes in life or learned a lot of things the hard way in life. And now you have a lot of knowledge in your head. Let me tell you that right now. If you don't know this, or if you don't believe this about yourself, let me be the one to tell you that right now. You have a lot of knowledge in your head. Empress came out twice. Yes. I feel like you guys are strongly in your masculine energy. So strong. I'm getting a lot of masculine energy here. And look, I'm not hating on y'all, because it's really good to be someone that works, you know, and is willing to work for their success. But you also need feminine energy as well. And that's the nurturing side, the caring side, the compassionate side, the intuitive side. Tune into that too. But with this judgment, I feel like, let me get one more card before I get into the spirit. How can group 2 overcome their toxic traits and turn this into something positive? Turn it into something positive. We have the Chariot. Exactly. Make moves based off of compassion. Help other people. You might not have to. My phone, it says, what? Let me. How is it not? Is it not charging? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. But I need to zoom out a bit. But now what was I saying? Yeah, okay. You might not want to give someone your money. That's fine. But maybe show them how to make money so they can make their own money. You're still helping them, but not in a way where you have to physically give them your money. So I feel like Spirit has asked me to make moves on this generosity. If you're able to help, go ahead and help. It will make it worth it. Make moves based off of the knowledge you have accumulated through learning hard lessons, you know. I'm getting a strong, I'm getting a strong feeling that a lot of you guys work so hard because you probably lacked in your life. So you work so hard so you never have to be put in that position again, or no one worked for you, which is why I feel like you guys are not familiar with feminine energy, or just you're choosing to ignore it. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Yeah, and then the Queen of Swords here. I do feel like you guys could be very compassionate as well, though, which is why this is the Queen of Swords, not the King of Swords. Spirit, how can group 2 overcome their toxic traits or turn it into something positive? Spirit. Okay, we have extremism. Exactly. If you're going to be heavy on doing something, be heavy on helping people. Be heavy on exploring your own self. Be heavy on pleasing your own self rather than people pleasing, you know, living up to other people's expectations rather than your own. Because at the end of the day, this is your life, not nobody else's. And if people don't like what you're doing, that is their problem. I cannot express this enough because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you to do what other people want you to do, not what you want to do. Exactly. While I said this, we have manipulation, and guess what? Independence under this. Independence under this. See? Yep. It's crazy. I feel like you have really controlling figures in your life. And if it's not actually people, it could just be your circumstance. You don't get the choice to relax because you need to do this if you want to feed yourself or feed your kids or feed your siblings or feed your family. Nurture yourself is what I'm hearing. Nurture yourself. We have convention. Let's get one more. Spirit. I think we're to overcome their toxic traits. Okay. We have influence. Allow other people to intervene. If you have trouble making decisions, allow them to help you. I feel like if you run a business, Instead of being the big, that's crazy because we have decision and choice being here. Some of you guys have a really major decision coming up and maybe you need help. And, you know, but instead of asking people for their advice and helping your friends for help, you would rather do it on your own. But guess what? Might experience loss because you didn't get other opinions. Versatility. I think it's versatility. Anyways, yeah, allow people to help you. Allow people to, what I was saying with the business thing. If you guys own a business, instead of being the only boss, hire a CEO, hire another manager to help you manage these things instead of doing it all on your own. Like, what? Well, let me get some advice for you guys. Spirit, what is some advice for you too? Spirit, what is some advice for you too? Door to Spirit is shown. I'm not going to pull it out. Not that it was shown. Embrace spirituality. Embark on this spiritual journey. Embark on a spiritual awakening. Because I feel like you were wanting to do it, but you just don't have the time to. Or you're choosing not to. So Spirit, we have Angel of Strength. Spirit, what is some advice for you too? What is that one cartoon character that looks like this? It's like Alf or something. All tied up. Yeah, I feel like you guys are in a really, really extreme situation right now. Spirit, what is some advice for you too? Spirit, what is some advice for you too? Okay, you have door to personal healing and happiness. It's almost as if, it's almost as if you guys, and the thinking man, and victory, contract, yeah, it's almost as if you guys feel like you have to suffer to have success. This is another thing I've been learning. It's like people have messed with the meaning or the pathway to success. If you're a man watching this, you are the creator. If you're female watching this, you are Mother Nature. Do you think Mother Nature has to burn herself out to get what she wants? Do you think the creator of all things has to burn himself out to get what he wants? No. So why do you have to? This is the problem. Society, twists the meaning of things. As a divine feminine and the divine masculine, you don't have to stress yourself out for nothing. I'm not saying to work. I'm not saying to be lazy and not do anything. But you don't have to suffer in order to be successful. You don't have to do it. Like hustle culture and all of that. You don't have to suffer first. As the creator and the divine feminine, or Mother Nature and the creator, you don't have to suffer anything. Okay? Okay. So, Spirit, is there anything else? I'm hearing some of you guys have to really pull through. Just pull through, because this door to personal healing and happiness is coming for you. That kind of rhymes. Pull through. Pull through. Door to personal healing and happiness is coming for you. Yeah, okay. I'm going to shut up now. Okay, next card. Man holding a coin. Maybe you guys are trying to obtain abundance. Then we have Temple Path. Exactly. Spiritual awakening. Yeah, that's really cool. But look, guys, look, balance things. You don't want to burn yourself out, because let me tell you, doing all of this and you don't want to burn yourself out, and now you receive your results, but you can't even enjoy it because you're all burnt out, if that makes sense. But yeah, group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what are your toxic traits. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I would pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. So that being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, these 2 columns will represent what are your toxic traits, and these other 2 columns will represent how you can overcome them and turn it into something positive. Okay, so let's get into this, because I'm already seeing what this is. You guys, let me tell you, even if you don't know this about yourself, you guys are extremely attractive. extremely attractive people with this King of Wands and this Lust card here. And more than likely, you guys know this. I feel like only a small percentage of you guys don't know this, but you guys are extremely attractive. And if it's not that, then your charm, the way you know how to articulate yourself, the way you know how to smooth talk, the way you know how to gauge people's personality, gauge their interests, and project that towards them. So now people are like, oh my God, you're just like me. I love you. Like, where were you my entire life? When in reality, you just were able, you're just that perceptive. You guys are like master manipulators. I'm not saying you manipulate people, but if you wanted to, you could, because of the way I can't even explain. Like, this is really powerful energy. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink because this is getting me hot. Like, this is crazy energy right now. Crazy. I feel like a lot of you guys know this, and a toxic trait of yours is you could be very egotistical. You could use this to your advantage, and consequently, it might lead to, you know, people's heart being broken. I feel that you may feel like your word is higher than other people's word. You feel like, because you know your worth. That's the thing. You know your worth, and you can impose this on people and they feel like they have to give you the respect. So I'm not even, because I don't think you guys are egotistical. I really don't. It's just when you decide, whenever you're ready to use this against people, you win. Why did I say you win? That's not even a word. But you can and you will. I feel like another thing is, though, you guys could be very, very impulsive. And I feel like you guys are very passionate people, charismatic people, all of that. And I feel like this can make you a bit impulsive. And you're like, I'm going to do this because at the end of the day, I'm going to win because that's just my luck. God loves me, so I'm going to do what I want. And that's okay because God does love you. You know, your ancestors love you, the universe loves you, X, Y, and Z. But there's just a sense of it kind of distorting your reality, you know. I'm gonna get more cards because I don't even know how to explain this properly. There's just a sense of feeling entitled. Spirit, what are these toxic traits? I just keep hearing charming. You guys can, okay, what card is this? Yeah, you see what I'm talking about. I can't make this up. The devil, lust, yes. Master manipulator. Spirit, what are the two toxic traits? What are these toxic traits? I'm not calling you guys the devil. It's just you are very aware of the power that you hold over people. And I feel like this causes you to act in a way that's very obnoxious. It causes you to do things and not fear the consequences for it because you're a god. And everything goes your way, and everyone has no choice to obey you. We have the Page of Swords. You're very fiery, passionate energy. You're gonna get what you want, and you don't care who has to suffer for it. You don't care. And you'll do it by all means necessary. If you have to seduce someone to do it, you're gonna do that. If you have to flatter someone to do that, you're gonna do that. If you have to downright lie to someone because you have the intelligence to do that as well, you're gonna do that. And I feel like some of you guys, Seven of Swords and Two of Cups. You might not feel this way about yourself, but a lot of people have a really strong liking towards you and an obsession, if anything. And first of all, they have this naturally, but now you acting in a way you know will make them more obsessed. I can't even explain this energy because you know it's wrong. Oh man. And there's nothing first of all, because you don't even have to do much for people to be obsessed with you. You don't have to do much because people are naturally obsessed with you. it's not like you have to be somebody else for you to be this charming person. Because like I said, I feel like you guys are naturally these people. But with you being intelligent and flirtatious, when you turn that on, it makes it worse. Like, it makes, you know, your attraction 10 times stronger. Spirit, what are these toxic traits? Because I feel like I can't really bring out a lot of this, because I feel like some of you guys don't even use this to your advantage. It's just like, it happens, it happens. There's nothing you can do about that. If you're attractive, you're attractive. What am I supposed to do about that? It's kind of like, I'm the energy I'm getting, like, okay, people have a crush on me. What am I supposed to do about that? That's not my fault. You know, you reject someone because you don't like them, and now they're like, oh my God, look, they're so high, they broke my heart. And it's like, what am I supposed to do about that? I don't like you, you know? Very fiery, passionate energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were fire sign Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I'm also hearing Pisces for some reason, and Scorpio. Let's get another one. Okay. We have protection. I feel like you guys... Okay. I'm getting a lot of energies from this. I'm going to pull out a principle. Rebellion. I'm really not surprised at this. And in domination. I'm not surprised that these two cards in particular came out. We have the devil card being here, so I'm really not surprised that these cards are here. And then we have devotion. But with protection and principle, starting off with protection, I feel like you guys do this in a way to avoid getting your heart broke. Because you guys having the charm, the attractiveness, the popularity, the money maybe, it's like everyone wants to be with you. It might not even be because they genuinely like you. It's just a plus to be like, I'm group 3's girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, so for example, you marry a famous person. Obviously, you're going to be known now. Obviously, you're going to become famous as well. You might not even like that person, but you're only with them simply because of the fact that they give you clout. It's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like you guys put up this persona and maybe take advantage of people, or like manipulate people, or use people as an escape. With this escape and impulsiveness, yeah, I was getting the energy. I hope I said it. But impulsiveness, and you use that as an escape from life, maybe. I feel like you guys are very impulsive people. Very impulsive people. With this King of Torches and the Devil. I feel like you're very smart though, and you do have a level of intuition simply because of the fact that I keep doing this. Like, I keep pulling out the card intuition by accident and mistake. I feel like you guys do have a really strong sense of intuition, but sometimes your ego and your desire to escape and have fun might cloud that. With this principle card here, I'm going to read that from the book to make sure. Let me get a more accurate message by reading it. Hold on, if I can find it. And of course, I'm not gonna be able to find this. Like, where is it? Come on, stop playing. Where is it? Oh man. Oh, where is it? Oh my god, you guys can skip this part if you want, because I'm not. Okay, we're just gonna look in the book. We're gonna look at the context. I mean, table of contents. Yeah. Okay. I don't know the house of these cards. I think I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, I was looking at this sign. I wasn't supposed to be. Guys, I promise I'm not stupid. There we go. Principle. See, exactly. Okay. Let's look. Okay. When this card appears in a reading, it will raise a matter of principle or life philosophy. Philosophy, I meant. Philosophy. I'm not illiterate, guys. Stop. Okay, when this card appears in a reading, it will raise a matter of principle or life philosophy. Oh my god, oh my god. No. I said it right, and now when I'm reading it in the sentence, I can't say it. Oh, that is particular. Okay, I'm done. What is going on? No, I can read. No, what is going on? Okay. We're just gonna take a break. We're just gonna take a break. Okay. We're gonna read this card to redeem myself right here. We're gonna read that card later to redeem myself, and hopefully I'm able to do that because that was just so embarrassing. But yeah, I feel like you guys are very intelligent, and I feel like you guys are very. I just feel like you guys are aware of the consequences of actions, and you are aware of the principle behind actions. So it's not like you're being rebellious and don't know that there's consequences behind these things. But I feel like you just guys still go ahead and do it. I feel like you guys are very, like, you guys are really hot-headed. But to how to overcome these and turn this into something positive, we have empathy, exhilaration, the Hierophant, and death. Okay, so death of the ego is immediately what I'm getting. Embody empathy, embody love, embody compassion, embody that. You know, allow yourself to receive love, allow yourself to receive pure energy, because I feel like you guys close yourself off to that. I like, why am I getting like those Wattpad stories where the demon boy or demon girl or whatever meets this pure person and they end up falling in love? But it's like at the end of the day, the demon just wanted love, you know. I don't really know, but I feel like Spirit is asking you, with this Hierophant being below the empathy card, to devote yourself to expressing empathy, embodying empathy, allowing loving people to get close to you, allowing people to nurture you instead of, because I feel like a lot of you guys might be the type of person to have someone that genuinely loves you and push them away out of fear of hurting them or not wanting to get heartbroken. You might feel like you don't deserve this. No, you do. It's okay. Like, I feel like you guys are like, I'm too deep into this, there's no point of even stopping. No, you guys are not too deep into anything. Rebirths are always necessary. We are constantly changing, we're constantly evolving, regardless if you see it or not. So let's get another card. Spirit, how can group 2, not group 2. Spirit, how can group 3 overcome their toxic traits and turn this into something positive? Spirit, how can group 3 overcome their okay, 6 of Pentacles, yes. Being generous. Being, I'm hearing the law of reciprocity, you know. If you smile back, if you smile at the universe will smile back at you. Being more generous, being more kind and loving. You know, what else? Spirit, how can group 3 overcome their toxic traits and turn this into something positive? How can group 3 overcome their toxic traits and turn it into something positive? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Continue working on yourself. Don't be afraid to learn. Going back to school, this doesn't have to be physical school. It can just be learning about spirituality, learning about yourself, going within to learn about yourself as well. You know, turning your own stuff into a school. Exploring yourself, exploring what do you like, what makes you feel happy, other than unhealthy coping mechanisms. Spirit, how can group 3 overcome their toxic traits and turn it into something positive? Spirit, how can we have resistance? I feel like you guys are very stubborn. And I feel like, because that's another thing. I feel like you guys are trying to change. You guys are trying to change. But it's like withdrawals, going through withdrawals. Or trigger warning. I should have added a trigger warning. Like going through withdrawals. Like that's probably one of the most hardest stages. It's like stopping is not the issue. It's the withdrawals that's the problem. And I feel like that's what it might be, you know. And I feel like a lot of you guys are probably putting up resistance to even start healing, is because now you have to face the damage that you have caused and the damage that has been put on you as well. You guys have to look in the mirror, and we have birth. We have death being a card here. Death and rebirth. I feel like you're gonna have to apologize to yourself and your inner child. And this is also going to, I feel like you guys don't like to feel emotions and run away from them. And it's like, if you start to heal, you know you're gonna have to face all of that, and it's like you don't want to do that. This keeps coming out, so we're gonna take that out. Assertion. Okay, so let's read this card. Exhilaration, and then we're gonna read that as well. Okay. This is card 2. I just passed that. Card 2. Okay. This card appears when strong hunches about making money are about to pay off. It may indicate that business possibilities to do with food catering, property, or a business operated from home will be successful. The card can warn the typical Taurian danger of self-indulgence, which can spoil or upset any good situation. Okay. So how to make this help you? I feel like a lot of you guys have done a lot of self-indulgence, but coming from an egotistical way or a self-harming way where you tell yourself you're X, Y, and Z. You know what I just heard? I'm not saying you guys are narcissists, but you guys can have narcissistic tendencies, which is feeling inferior. But a way to cope with this is to pretend like you're perfect so you can like feel the effects of feeling worthy without actually feeling worthy, if that makes sense. But if you weren't doing this could just be down talking yourself as well. So you were self-indulging, but in a negative aspect. You guys might have a problem with obsessing over materialistic things, you know, and that's like, I wouldn't say it's fine, but it's like everybody wants to be comfortable and live a comfortable life. Let's be very honest here. But if you would put that same energy into healing and bettering yourself and loving yourself, you would be in a completely different spot in life. But let's read assertion. I hope I'm saying that word right. Okay. This card reveals that the inquirer, I think that's what it says. Inquirer? Yeah. This card reveals that the inquirer has a clear vision of what he or she wants and knows how to achieve it. It also indicates the need to work harder and longer than most to achieve success in the respect of others. The danger when this card appears is one acting on impulse. Didn't I say you guys were impulsive? Didn't I say that? Literally. Exactly. It's like, yes, it's okay to be an overachiever. Yes, it's okay to work, grind, all of that. But I feel like you've done enough of that, and it's time to dedicate that energy to working for yourself rather than other people, and or trying to please other people, and or trying to protect a certain reputation. It's like, you're not this bad boy or bad girl. You just want to do your own thing, but you already have maybe that reputation, or people treat you as such, so you feel like you have to uphold that. But let's get some advice cards for you guys, because I don't want this to be too long. Did I even knock on these cards? I think I did. Spirit, what is some advice for the 3? Oh my god. Spirit, what is some advice for the 3? Spirit, what is some advice for the 3? We have Angel of Love. See? Let's get 2 more cards. Spirit, what is some advice for the 3? Spirit, what is some advice for the 3? We have All Tied Up. Yeah, this reminds me of group 2, I think. I think it's group 2. Spirit, what is some advice for group 3? Or group 1, whatever group that I was talking about that works really hard. I think it was group 2 though. But Spirit, what is some advice for group 3? Spirit, what is some advice for group 3? Spirit, what is some advice? Okay. Healer of the ages, exactly. You guys need to heal yourself. Heal your heart chakra, maybe. I feel like you guys might be tied up in worldly and earthly problems when it's time to go within. It's time. See, door to spirit. Ooh, okay, daughter romance just showed. You know what I just heard? And the woman holding a heart and adjacent possibilities under that. A soulmate is coming in, guys. A soulmate is, and a man holding a heart. Exactly. Happy family. A soulmate is coming in, but let me tell you right now, they will not come in until you start to heal. if you're in the current energy you're in, which is not really taking love seriously, you know, in your player times, you know, you're not taking none of that seriously. You're gonna do what you want and who cares? But once you start evolving, once you start healing your heart, once you start turning to actual, genuine, pure love, that is when your soulmate is going to be coming into your life. That is when you're going to start receiving love from yourself and spirit. Spirit loves you now, but it's going to be more prominent then. We have the Knight of Cups also being here, so that's more clarification for that. Someone is going to be coming in with an offer. This could even be your higher self finally being like, hey, I'm going to pour your cup with honey. I'm going to fill your cup with honey and pure water. The universe could be doing that, or a friend, a potential friend, or potential romantic offer. But this, I feel like this will only happen once you make the attempt and actually work on healing your heart. I'm not saying you have to be 100% healed to find this person to come into your life. For whatever reason, I heard that this person's already in your energy field, so you can know this person already, or you don't, but they're, you know, they're lingering there. But yeah, I feel like this person will come when you make the decision to start healing yourself. They could come in the beginning of your healing journey, the middle, or the end. I just feel like it has something to do with healing. But yeah, group 2, I'm not group 2. Okay, maybe you guys need to watch group 2. But yeah, group 3, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.